So let's get into some specific examples to the extent that you feel comfortable talking about clients. Could we start with you? Because you just launched Park Ridge Construction. Yeah. So Paperleaf just launched the website for Park Ridge Construction. Tell us about the branding conversation you had with them.
Sure. So we worked with Pamela on that, and she's in the audience today, and she did a lot of really good research when it comes to brand and content and things like that. But Park Ridge Construction is a small construction company and a renovation company, and they were in need of complete brand refresh, essentially, because they kind of went the DIY route, but now they wanted to grow a little bit. So we learned from Tom and from his coworkers and the people that he works with that what really ends up defining Park Ridge, and therefore Tom, the founder of it, is his honesty and his trustworthiness and that kind of stuff. And it was an interesting time for us to take on a job like that, because myself and Andy, my wife and co-owner of Paperleaf, we have just gone through the home renovation ordeal ourselves, and thankfully it went pretty well. But one of the biggest things we were looking for were trustworthiness and honesty and things like that. So we decided to let those sorts of keywords, which were right in Tom's wheelhouse as to what kind of guy he is, steer the brand. And so visually, which is where we sit as a graphic and web design company, we let that decide, okay, how can we create the proper logo? What sort of colors can we choose that are going to help talk about honesty and trustworthiness? And the color blue is a big one behind that. And then when it came down to the collateral and the website, we really wanted people to connect Park Ridge with Tom. And he's an honest-looking guy. He's got sort of a weathered face because he puts in an honest day's work. And so we made him sort of the face of the company, and using the proper typefaces that kind of evoke trustworthiness and all that kind of stuff. We built everything to do with the company around those two kind of key ideas.
Interesting. Alyson, can you tell the story of the brand journey that you've done with somebody?
Yeah, one of our most recent projects was with a group of companies out of Fort McMurray, Quality Group of Companies. And the reason that was an exciting project for us to work on was that it was kind of the same thing. They had gone the do-it-yourself route. I like that that analogy. And then they had kind of gone ahead and started a business called Quality Group of Companies, and then started another business called Enhanced Communication Solutions, and then started up Valiant Mechanical and Go Junk. And so they had all these kind of companies that had just been created. So funny story, they found us on Google, called us up, said we need a print ad. And as I kind of mentioned earlier, we really tried to be strategic with our clients. So we set up some strategic planning sessions with them, went in, had some conversations, and realized that what they needed wasn't really a print ad. What they needed was to focus where their group of companies was going in the future. So it was pretty exciting because this for us was a huge brand architecture exercise. So we came up with everything from a new brand for the Quality Group of Companies. We put in established, I believe it's 1992, just to give them a little bit of longevity in the marketplace, right into the word mark of their identity. We brought the other 7 companies, or 6 companies rather, underneath that, having a similar look and feel, all pulling the queue through. But one of the things that the client kind of said to us at the beginning was, we may want to buy more companies, we may want to sell companies in the future. So we also came up with a strategy behind that where they could have scalability and how they could break these companies off or bring new ones in moving forward, so that it really was a timeless thing for them to be able to do. So we, came up with something that made everything look like it was the same family, gave them more depth and breadth, didn't confuse clients as much, just in terms of, who these companies all were and how they were all connected. And, we did everything from corporate identities to, packages like business card letterhead envelopes down to websites for each of the companies. And now we're working on some more of the specific strategic marketing initiatives for internal and external launch. So it was a really exciting project for us, and, to see it kind of come from where the client just wanted a print ad to where we've been able to really mold their business to move into the future.